And then take your right hand in front of your face. I'll mirror you. Peace fingers extended. You can place them on your third eye or just keep them extended. And then exhale completely here. Take your left ring finger, close off your nostril, and begin to inhale through the right. Hold at the top and exhale through the left.
We have reservations for today, for every day, and then she couldn't find it, so she said we had to wait outside the class just to make sure, because she didn't have our names. We're like, well,
just come in. Yeah, just
she said there might be people who don't show up, but I don't want to. We're like, what? We're in the same girl who made the reservations. We're like, you're the ones who made the reservations.
Yeah, so we'll be fine, I'm sure. Just come on in.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so we're inhaling. So you'll just inhale, and I'll just let you go on your own so you can find your own breath capacity. Hold, and then you're exhaling through the opposite. And then that one stays open. You're inhaling, holding, and then exhaling. So keep going on your own. Hi, Monica. We're just doing alternate nostril breathing. So you can pick any mat. So you're going to take your hand, and this is kind of hard to do with a mask, so just do the best you can. Once you settle in, if you're just joining, we're just placing the pointer and middle finger on the third eye, inhaling through one nostril, holding, exhaling through the opposite, inhaling, holding and exhaling. And then just keep going on your own. It takes a little focus and practice, so don't feel like you need to perfect this today. As you're breathing, try and relax through the shoulders. Sit up nice and tall. Let's take 2 more rounds back and forth, back and forth. When you're complete, release your hand. You're sealing your lips together and practicing your Ujjayi breath. Place your hands over your heart, either Anjali Mudra or just hands placed one on top of the other. Bow your head and just tune in to your heart space. Take a moment to set an intention if you would like. Releasing any attachments to the outcome. Release your hands, touch the earth, connect to the mountain, and inhale, sweep your arms up. Either keeping your eyes closed or softly open your eyes halfway, hands to heart center. Starting to connect breath and movement. Let the breath guide the movement. So starting the movement with your arms right after you start that inhale. Full with breath. Exhale, let the hands melt to the heart. Let's go one more time. And exhale, bringing the hands to heart center, ever so slowly making your way to child's pose. So your knees can be narrow or you can take your knees wide. And then just stretching your arms out in front and finding a deep breath laterally. So feel the lungs move laterally, opening on that inhale. Exhale, hugging in towards the midline. Keep that going. So feel the expansiveness of the inhale. Your awareness goes wide, just slightly outside of your body, and then the exhale draws you inward. On your next inhale, coming to all fours and begin some cat-cow. Eyes open or closed, whatever you're comfortable with. Spinal extension, spinal flexion. And then we'll start to circle the hips. So toes are tucked, circle the hips around. Like you're stirring a pot. Feel the sides of the hips release. And when you're ready, go the other way. And on your next inhale, bring your hips over your knees, walk your hands forward, puppy's pose. Melt your heart to the earth, creating a sway in your spine. And then tucking the toes, walking the hands back, stretching through the feet, finding a position that feels good through your feet. If you need to come more upright, that's fine. And then walking your hands back, forward. Inhale to plank, exhale, downward facing dog. Pause there. I'm going to try and teach with a lightweight mask and let me know if you can't hear me. All right, look to the top of your mat. Begin to walk, step or float, forward fold. Bringing your heels sit bone width distance apart, grab opposite elbows and just start to sway from side to side. Nodding the head yes, shaking it no. And then placing your hands just below the knees, push into the shins, start to look forward, lengthening the backs of your legs. If you've been skiing or you just feel really tight, bend your knees more. Exhale, fold and bend your knees as much as you need to touch the earth. And then start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, really articulating that spine, feeling the abdominals support the back. And then once you're upright, coming into traditional mountain pose. So big toes touch, heart open, palms forward. Just start to see the shapes outside the windows, the shapes of the trees, the light. Notice the time of day. Feel the temperature of the room on your skin. The sounds around you. Turning on all your senses as you move with presence, reaching your arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, monkey pose. Exhale, right leg stays forward, left leg goes back. So we're coming into a full runner's lunge and you're just moving down and up, taking your time, making sure that you feel most of your weight in that front heel and feel that connection of your big toe mound, pinky toe mound, inner heel and outer heel as you hold that flexed knee. Root down, bend the back knee pretty generously here and come up a little bit of balance for just a second. Crescent. Good. Open up warrior two. So now spin the back heel down, hands on hips, and start to bend and straighten through your front knee. Watch how that knee tracks. Is it tracking in the direction of your second toe? If not, move it into that direction unless you feel a different direction is better for your knee. And then pause with that nice deep flexion through your front knee. Back foot roots, pull from your pinky toe edge forward isometrically, reverse warrior. Wrap your left arm around your low back. Try and locate the top of your right thigh with your left fingertips. Give a little tickle there. Try and reach in that direction. If you're not quite there, don't worry about it. Just moving in that direction. As you reach through your right fingertips, big stretch through the right side body, and cartwheel all the way forward. Spin on your back foot, back knee down. Good. I'm just looking at all those people sitting in their cars, and you guys are probably much happier here, right? This is the place to be, forward and back. Moving through flexion and extension. This is the thing to do. They should be parking and coming up to the spa, although it's probably full.
Yeah, don't tell them that.
Yeah. You're like, no, don't tell them our secret. All right, we're going to hold that hamstring stretch and then flex and extend through the ankle. Good. Shift forward, lift the back knee, and then just switch that out. Start with that long stance, just down and up, nice and slow, filling into the legs, especially if you've been skiing today, taking your time. All right, create some flexion through that left knee. Bend through the back knee. That'll help you find balance. Root down, rise up, crescent. Just for a breath, inhale, and then go ahead and open it up, warrior two. Good, hands on hips, straighten and bend through your front knee. So the back leg stays straight the whole time. The knee, watch it track in the direction of that second toe. Keeping the left knee in flexion, start to slide your right hand down your back leg, or you can wrap it around your low back. If that's too much rotation forward, then just hand down the back of the leg. Reverse warrior. So think of the left hip flexor moving down to the earth as you reach through your left fingertips, lateral stretch, and cartwheel forward. Spin on your back foot, back knee to the earth. You can always fold your mat if you need more cushion, and we'll just shift forward and back. I would guess that's like, what, a 2-hour drive down? What do you think, Laura?
Yeah.
2 hours in.
This is the slowest one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hinge back, flex and extend through the ankle. Just move through that ankle. Keep the knee somewhat bent here. Good. Hinge forward. Tuck your back toes. Lift your knee. You're going to cartwheel to the mirror. Open up, 5-pointed star. Let's go a slight turn out with the feet and sweep down. Touch the earth. Inhale, come up. Inhale, full breath. We're just moving through the joints, getting some synovial fluid moving through those joints. Create more freedom, range of motion, less pain. Keep going. One more time. Once you reach up towards the sky, then start to circle clockwise around, working all sides of the back, the core, releasing in the legs as you shift over to one leg and then shift to the other. One more circle. And when you're ready, go the other way, counterclockwise. Breathing as you lift up, full breath, exhaling as you release down. Finishing up at the top here, and then take your hands to your thighs. When you're ready, drop your right shoulder down. Kind of sink into this squat, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, reach up, look up, put your palms together. Exhale, other side. Hands on thighs, pushing the legs away, and the legs push back into the hands. Look over the shoulder. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, switching sides. One more time. Inhale, lift up. And exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your feet in so they're parallel and the big toes are turned in slightly. Bow forward. From here, move your pelvis a little bit, drop it from side to side. Release the head, shake it out. And then bend your knees, spider walk your fingers to the front of your mat and come into a plank pose. High plank or modified. Leading with the heart, so feel your shoulder blades adduct as you come down, bend the elbows, undulate the spine. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, we're gonna come down to the forearms. You're just gonna move through the head and neck a little bit here. Just roll it out. And then head to neutral position. Take your hands into Spider-Man hands. Yep, so nice and wide. You're gonna do an up dog. And so when you come into that extension, then just give a slight rotation, just like we did earlier standing. Just rotate, release in that right shoulder and chest. Inhale, come up. Did any of you see the new Spider-Man movie?
Yes, it's awesome.
It's so good. And did you know it passed $1 billion already?
Jeez.
Crazy. I guess people are really missing movies. All right, go ahead and finish that from side to side. And then release down. Take your hand, left hand, either flat or fisted. Grab your right foot, quad stretch. Just hold there if anybody needs a strap. Let me know. All right, good. So once you get into that quad stretch, slowly tuck your tailbone and feel your abdominals engaged. Yeah. Create a little bit of adduction so your femur bones are parallel here. And then kick into your hand. Kick a little more and start to lift up. Kick, lift your head, lift your left arm, kick. Inhale here. Now exhale, go into whatever flexion feels good, full flexion, whatever works for your body today. And then release that grasp on your foot. Bend both knees, windshield wipe, massage your quadriceps. Anybody have sore legs today?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the other side. Grab your left foot. And then just start to work on deepening your breath to get those quadriceps to release and let go. And we'll add a little refinement to that as we adduct the legs. The inner thighs don't have to touch, they might. But feel your femur bones as parallel as you can make them. And then engage the pelvic floor muscles. So the muscles that originate at your tailbone attached to your pubic bone, engage those muscles. Feel your abdominals engage. And start to kick into your hand. Straighten through the arm. Lift your head up and send your right arm forward. And then go into your full flexion. So we want to create muscle energy before we go into deep stretches. Engaging the muscles so we get the stretch right into the belly of the muscle. Release. Let's windshield wipe because that feels so good. At least it does for me. All right. Okay, take your hands under your shoulders, push into your knees, push into your hands, your arms, and come up to a modified plank. Let's kick out the right foot. You're gonna come into a side plank, lift up, inhale, exhale, another quad stretch. So grab that foot, quad stretch, you're gonna move the knee forward and back. You can kick into the hand, think dancer pose. And we're not here for too long. Slow transition. The left leg's going to come forward. You're going to pull that right foot back behind you on Jnaniasana. Root down, rise up. Humble lunge. So play with this muscle energy of hugging in, but also that opening for the iliopsoas. So here's thinking. This is like right in the joint, not helpful. Hugging in as you're opening. Exhale, take your hands to earth, tuck your back toes, cut your lunge in half, pyramid. Wiggle your tailbone, bend your knees as much as you need to so you can touch the floor, and just bow in. Bend both knees, root down, and rise up. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Inhale, reach to sky. Exhale, hands to heart, samastiti. And just pause. Connect to your breath. Connect to the standing pose. Feel your heart beating as you press your thumbs into your sternum. Inhale, sweep your arms to sky. And exhale, swan dive forward fold all the way down. We're going to walk forward, come into our side plank on the other side. Left knee down. Lift your right arm up. Yep. Lift your right leg up and grab the foot. Knee forward and back. Try a dancer pose. And then slowly, so with core control, you're stepping that right leg forward, bringing the left foot in. Root down, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Yep, so push through the back knee to the toes and pull that part of the leg forward isometrically. That's going to help protect here at the hip flexor so you don't overstretch. Exhale, release the hands down, tuck the back toes. Cut this lunge in half, pyramid. Wiggle your toes, weight back in your heels, shake out your head, shoulders, do a little yoga dance. And then bend both knees. You can either step forward with your back foot or step back with your front foot. And we're going to round up this time, one vertebrae at a time. Good. Once you're upright, let's just roll the shoulders out. Big shoulder rolls. Take your feet wide just for balance and interlace your fingers. Push through the heels of the palms. Pull the elbows together. Open your heart. If you love it here, great. You can even push into the sacrum and lean back. If you want more, hold forward. All right, so. If you decide to go upside down, nod your head yes, shake it no. And use your rhomboids, the muscles that pull together your shoulder blades, to open your chest and your shoulders even more. That's great. Use the strength of your legs and your back body to slowly come up. Once you're upright, inhale, reach your arms to sky. Grab your left wrist and take your left leg behind your right. Push through the pinky toe edges, flex through your ankles, and then send your hips to the left. Good. Rotate your heart towards the sky, gaze up, smile up. You get to practice tonight in one of the most beautiful places in the world, don't you think? So pretty. All right, other side. So you're crossing behind, pushing through the pinky toe edges, hugging to the midline with your legs. Grab your right wrist, hips to the right. So I bend this left knee and allow that right hip to go over. Inhale, reach to sky. Exhale, swan dive. Coming into your plank pose. You can go right to down dog or move through a chaturanga. You can come to your knees here as well. Inhale, cobra pose. And exhale. Let's all come to child's pose for a minute with your knees closer together. Start to walk your hands to the right, hips go to the left. And listen to the sound of your breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. We're experts at learning how to breathe with masks now, huh? Come back to the center and then the other side. I remember the first time we started wearing masks, I had my mouth open wide, like all the time, like, I'm not getting up here. All right, let's do a little bit more flowing, about maybe 5-ish minutes, and then we'll go into some deep stretching, okay? When you're ready, come forward, measure your down dog, come to plank first. Inhale, exhale, hips to sky. Push through your knuckle pads, push through your peace fingers. You could even lift your wrist here. If your wrists get tired, you can lift your wrist, shorten your stance if you need to. Send your right leg to the sky, and you're just gonna shake it out. You can circle, you can shake, you can stack, whatever feels good. And then take a big breath, reaching to the sky with those right toes. Looking forward, step forward. We'll cartwheel right into warrior two. So your inhale brings you all the way up. Look down your front middle finger. Turn your front palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. That left arm goes to the low back or down the back of the leg. New pose, side angle pose. Take your forearm to your thigh. Yep, the back leg is straight and strong. Front knee is bent. Take your left hand behind your head and open your heart to the sky. Another new pose, cartwheel forward. Spin on your back foot. Yep, back knee is high or down, your choice, and twist. Good. Yep, your heart is towards the mirrored wall. Feel that right shoulder blade settle down towards the spine. Take one more big breath. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Wide pyramid. So work on straightening that front leg. If it's too much, shorten your stance. And then bend your right knee. Place your hands, kick that right leg to the sky, shake it up. Perfect. Set it down, left side. Inhale, lift up. Left leg up, you're bending the knee, you're circling, you're stacking, whatever feels good, moving that joint. On your next inhale, big stretch up. Full breath. Exhale, step forward, lunge. Get grounded by feeling your feet, feeling the earth. And inhale, open up Virabhadrasana 2. See a bright future down your front middle finger, releasing the past as you honor that back leg or low back. And exhale, side angle. Push into your forearm. Lift your right arm up. And then bend your elbow, catch the back of your head. Open your heart towards the sky. Beautiful. Cartwheel forward. Spin on your back foot. Option to keep the knee high or knee down. And then rotate your heart toward your knee. Float your left arm up. Practicing your deep breathing, even in those challenging moments. Take your left hand down, and we're moving on. So make sure you don't have anything on the sides here, water bottles or whatever. We'll take the right leg back. Pause here. Feel your abdominals engage, so that might lower the leg a little bit, and cross that right leg over to the left. Back toes can be tucked or released, and if you need more cushion, give that to your knee and start to look over your left shoulder. Getting that abductor stretch. Good. Take an inhale, sweep the horizon with those right toes all the way over to the side. Adductor stretch. If you've been skiing, you'll appreciate this one. Push through the pinky toe edge, inner arch lifted. And you can do the Spider-Man hands again, or come down to a forearm. Once you get to a position where you feel a stretch, start to anteriorly and posteriorly move your pelvis. Long, lengthened breaths. You can hear your breath like the waves of the ocean. Walk to your hands if you're on your forearms. One more stretch on the side. So you'll sweep that leg around. And then, so this is kind of an advanced hip opener. Let me show it to you first, and then I'll give you another option if you need one. So I'm just walking back to here, okay? So if you're like, oh, I don't think so, not today. All you're gonna do is swing that right leg over the top, sit back. Well, so if you're here, you're just swinging that right leg around and here. Okay, yeah, good. Try and find your sits bones. Ideally, we have both sits bones rooted down. If that's not happening, you could sit cross-legged like so. And then if you need a little more, you can bow forward. So these first few held poses are held for a shorter time. And as we get deeper into class, further into class, we'll hold them longer. All right. So you can swing that right leg around, and then you can, shake it out from all fours, and we'll go to the other side. All right, so left leg lifts. Abdominals engage. Cross that left leg over to the right. Heel stays lifted, look over your right shoulder. Yeah, so let your hips kind of move to the left and feel your left shoulder move forward towards me. So gentle IT band stretch, stretching the glute med, abductors to your bell. Inhale, sweep the horizon, and then take the leg directly to the side. Push through the pinky toe edge of your foot, yep. Lift through the inner arch. You can go to Spider-Man hands and come down, or come to forearms. Once you get there, move the pelvis anteriorly, posteriorly, until you find that position where you just want to hold and breathe. If you're feeling any knee pain here, contract your quadriceps more. And slowly walking up to the hands if you're on the forearms. Lift that leg, sweep the horizon, and then cross it behind once again. So you've got the option to go into it this way, or you can swing that left leg around and sit down. You can start cross-legged, knee up, knee cross. But ideally, you're trying to get the sits bones to settle. Once you find that, it's not probably going to look like anybody else's pose, and that's fine. Just start to bow forward if you need more. If you don't, just stay upright. Perhaps close your eyes and just focus on your breath. On an inhale, start to sit up, and then just wiggle your way out of it. Take your legs out in front and just shake them. Okay, let's do some hamstring opening. So let's start with generous bend in the knees. Push through your heels, pull back isometrically. Activate muscle energy in your toes. So spread your toes wide. Inhale, reach to sky. Exhale, thread the needle, give yourself a big hug. So try and connect your belly and your chest to your thighs. If it's not happening, even bend your knees more. And then in time, you can walk your feet out, maybe pause, feel that stretch. You can walk out more until you feel a stretch. About 5 more breaths here. So the backs of the lungs are open. Take advantage of breathing into your back body to get your nervous system to calm down. Forward folds are generally relaxing to the body, to the nervous system. Start to bend your knees enough that you can remove your arms and just start to roll the shoulders out. Dandasana pose. Tabletop, hands back. You can have fingertips, knuckles, flat hands, fists. Bend your knees. Lift up, open up through those hip flexors. Head back a little bit, unless your neck doesn't like that, then keep your head neutral. And then bring your head up a little bit and just shake your bum. Shake, shake, shake. So any tension in your low back, this is how we're going to release it. One of the ways we'll release it. And then have a seat. You're going to scoot your hips over to the left side of your mat. Left leg extends. And then open up the hips. Yeah. So that knee that you're going to bend, right knee, the right hip goes back with it. Yeah. Push through the pinky toe edge. All of these actions with the feet are what help protect the knee. Push through the pinky toe edge, inhale, lift up to the sky, and on an exhale, float over your straight leg. If you're feeling like you're just rounding your spine to get to it, bend your knee more and do like we did a minute ago with thread the needle. So lots of options here to help that release. You can push down through your right leg. You can take your right hand and push to the outside of the left leg to leverage a deeper twist. I find that the best way to know what I need is to just close my eyes and tune in. So with your eyes closed, what do you need in this moment? Inhale, slowly come up. Let's point through the ankle and the toes. You're rolling onto the shins and the top of the foot. Right hand goes behind you, and you're lifting up to open up this left hip flexor. Push through your shins, gaze past your fingers, and slowly come down. Okay, the next pose we're gonna do is pigeon. I'm gonna give lots of options though, so if you have any knee issues on this side, pain, anything like that, you can just sit and do this version, or you can lie on your back. You can do this version, this version, this version. Or if you like traditional pigeon, start to make your way into that position here. Okay, so not really a flowy, natural way to get into it, but I just wanted to give you all those options. So if you have questions, just call me over. I'm Chrissy. You can just speak out loud if you like. And then pull that heel towards your living area for a minute. So this heel, pull it in more. Yep, and then try to shift forward. Point through that toe and ankle, if it'll let you.
This one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you're just, is that ankle okay? Just tie it. Just tie it. Yeah, okay. Close your eyes. What do you need in this moment? More breath, more grace. Take a few days to release 2021. My invitation to you is to start now if you haven't already, just unwinding everything from this year. That's a lot to do in one pose, but maybe just take these next few days to, in your body, start to do these hip openers that can help release old energy. I was driving up here in a blizzard on Sunday, and I couldn't see the road, and I just kept saying to myself, I am safe, which is the affirmation for the root chakra, and made it safely, and I was calm when I started chanting that. So that's a beautiful offering to your hip as you're settling in there. 5 more breaths. Let's do a collective exhale on this last one. So everybody inhale together, fill up in your belly. Open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Walk your hands under your shoulders And then you can come to your left knee and shake out the leg, or a down dog, shake out the leg. And then a nice winter pose here. Take an egg position. Wrap your arms around your legs. If your knees need to go wider, that's fine. If you don't like this pose because maybe your knees don't feel good, you could take a different version, a puppy or something different. All right, let's go to that second side. So let's just move into it. Janu Sirsasana, right leg is wide, left heel in towards the groin, pushing through the pinky toe edge to protect this knee. And inhale, reach your arms to sky, lengthen through the sides of your bodies, rotate towards your extended leg, and then bow into it. So remember all those options. You can use your left hand, push the left knee down. You could just rest your hands here. You could push in with the opposite hand and rotate more. You could massage your back, palpate with your left thumb, the hip flexor. Close your eyes. What do you need? There's a life coach that lives here in, I think she lives in Provo or Orem area. And she invites us to ask ourselves the question, what do you need right now, sweetheart? So how often do you call yourself sweetheart? It's sometimes hard to do, especially if you've never done that. But once again, it's an invitation to try it on, see if it works for you. Giving yourself permission to be where you are tonight. If there's a lot of resistance in your body, give yourself some grace, some patience, understanding. Hopefully that means you've been skiing hard, just enjoying life. On an inhale, walk your hands up that right thigh. Start to extend through the ankle, point through the toes. You're rolling from the toes to the shins, the knee. Left hand back. Inhale, open up that right hip flexor. Big cat stretch. And then slowly releasing back down. Moving into all those pigeon options. You've got just a basic seated. In pigeon, generally the ankle's strong to protect the knee. So you got that option, you've got this option. If you choose to go into traditional pigeon, if your shins can't get parallel to the front of your mat, then you're extending through the ankle, like so. Pushing through the toenails, hip stabilization before hip opening. If you're more flexible and your shins are parallel, then flex the ankle. I'm not quite there yet. It might take me 20 more years to get there. I've already been practicing for like 20 years. All right, so just starting to make your way into your version of pigeon tonight. I'm not expecting that this side is the same as the other. It might open a little more, it might not. Visualizing that you can puff up your kidneys with your breath. Visualizing the adrenals that sit atop your kidneys. Seeing those adrenals melt like an ice cream cone on a hot summer day. Scanning the rest of the body. Consciously, mindfully relaxing through the shoulders, the jaw, the eyes, everywhere in the body. We'll do a collective exhale to finish off this pose. So let's all together breathe in. Open up, exhale. So wonderful. And then if you want to just help yourself up and be on your right knee and shake out, or down dog and shake out. And then we'll all meet on our backs in a prone position. Once you get on your back, hold your knees. You're just going to circle the knees, massage the hips and the low back. And go the other way. Happy baby's pose. Push down through your sacrum. Start to extend your legs a little bit. Hold your shins or your feet and pull your knees towards your armpits. You can shake side to side, roll side to side. Maybe kick one leg out, check mark your legs side to side. You want, you can even hold your legs wide, big adductor stretch. If you close your eyes, nobody can see you. Just kidding.
Kristen, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good to see you. Feet together, let's go to Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. So your legs are in a diamond shape. Take your right hand to your belly, your left hand to your heart. Starting to settle into the earth. Mama Pacha. Sending your right side, that sun energy, Surya, thanking your body for moving today, for being active, for having confidence. Letting the left side of your body inform the heart, nurturing, Chandra, the moon, calming, restorative actions. Switch the hands, left hand to belly, to solar plexus, right hand to heart. Sending that sun energy to the heart space. Remembering your light, your worth. And the left hand calming the internal organs, digestive tract. Inviting that active part of yourself to slow down and relax. Start to send your arms wide, either to a T or a 45-degree angle, and then extend one leg and the other leg for your final relaxation pose. Taking up space, allowing yourself this time to fully and completely let go. Om Namah Shivaya. Gurave Satchitananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Just taking another moment or two to notice yourself resting, hopefully feeling more restored, replenished, rejuvenated. And from that place of fullness, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, letting that wiggle move like a wave up towards your shoulders and your hips. Eventually rolling over to your left side body, making a pillow with your arms, bending your knees in nurturing pose. And if you set an intention at the beginning of class, you can come back to that intention, or if you received a new insight or intuition during the practice, you can bring that to mind, to heart now, and keeping that with you as you start to press your strong arms into the floor, coming up to a seated position, cross-legged or Virasana, how I'm sitting here. Hands in Anjali Mudra, bowing the head. Just take a moment to appreciate yourself, your body, your mind, your heart, all that you do, all that you give, and your willingness to be still. You know, that's definitely a practice for many of us nowadays, to slow down and just be still. Meditation, even that Shavasana can be a challenge sometimes. So thank you for practicing, for taking care of yourself, for supporting our Mind Body program. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have one more class, so you can just leave everything out. I'll spray and sanitize it.
Okay.
If you have any questions or comments, come and see me. Otherwise, hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.